The new Prime Minister of New Zealand chooses to visit us in his first year in office, shows his personal commitment and the New Zealand's commitment to attempt to enhance relations. And we discussed this is a comprehensive arrangement in the sense that goes just beyond diplomatic engagement to get us to understand some issues particularly affecting the region. I mean, the South China Sea was raised, an issue of Russian invasion of Ukraine, and our position vis-a-vis the atrocities committed in Gaza. I mean, so there is an opportunity to engage and understand. But more important in terms of both bilateral relations is the issue of trade, potential investments, tourism, education. And I think the fact that the Prime Minister himself is here and shows that sort of strong commitment would certainly augur well for both countries in terms of enhancing these collaborative efforts and trade and investments.
Yeah, and it's a real honour to be here. I'm the first New Zealand Prime Minister to be here since 2015, and the reason is because I love Malaysia. It's a fantastic country. It's got so much potential, and we are so close because we've got these historical ties that go way back over many, many decades. But the Prime Minister and I both want to make sure that the relationship is set up so in the subsequent decades, you know, young Malaysians and young Kiwis are actually building connections with each other so that the relationship in 10 and 20 and 30 years' time is in good heart as well. I agree with you. I think tourism and education are really the ways in which we build those initial people-to-people connections. When you go visit a country or when you go study in a country, and we've had many New Zealanders studying in Malaysia, and we've had many Malaysians study in New Zealand over the decades, you get an understanding of each other and your societies and the cultures that are different, but the values that are often very much the same. And that's the opportunity for us to then build out from those people-to-people connections flows of trade and capital and investment. But none of that comes if you don't have those people-to-people connections at the foundation. So, look, there's a lot more that we can be doing on tourism. We talked a lot about what we could do on education. Obviously, you'd be well aware of, you know, the Colombo plan, which was so instrumental, and we had so many great, you know, Malaysians come to New Zealand and study and then come back and build the country. And, you know, I think we've got to think about how we continue to invest in both those education and tourism going forward. Thank you.